那今天你在老干爹的主场是用了3把维鲁斯，并且在第四局的时候非常关键的那一刻站了出来，带领队伍拿下了关键局的胜利。那想问问，在此刻有什么想说的吗？
像跟那个Godv说，那个一箭我帮你射回来了。
这一箭你帮韦神射回来了是吧？其实今天还是。
Yeah, it's just two members left here for the Arrow Wolves. RDK does get knocked, so Crystal Luster on the aggression here. It is just up to Hexagon. Oh, he does get the res on the Katao, though, so they get the knot onto Aisho. Here comes Gongtuo. He's trying to come up here. There's 2 members. I don't know if they know Hexagon is there. He gets 1, but does get knocked himself.
Under a little bit of pressure from different angles, you can see Shoot to Kills just playing along the little ridges. This hill is very interesting as there's so many little dips inside of it, but 4AM looking back up towards 17. We talked about they have a difficult cross, and you can see what it looks like. There is near on nowhere for them to go as they just crashed into the other side of it. Now just trying to make their way up next to this hillside using this something for cover, but there's just nowhere to go.
17 just absolutely getting torn apart by 3 different teams. Now look at this split from 4AM. Oh my goodness. All right, Proppy does get knocked himself. SDK in a battle with another NA team. K-Mine coming up, trying to get the spray. He does land it. Knockdown is Adam. Will confirm the kill. He's trying to come over the hill. Nerf, though, taking some damage from other members of SDK. Oh, and he gets Curdy.
Now we've got Nerf playing along the side of it. This was a beautiful trap sprung by Cloud9, approaching on 2 different angles. Really just Uncivil way back over there. One of the last remaining, or actually the last remaining member, as everybody else is going to bleed out for Shoot to Kill. Cloud9 took some damage on that approach as well. Really mutually assured destruction coming out from both those teams, but you can see Godv, he still knows there's a 17 member around here. He wants something out of this, slowly creeping up onto it. Keep in mind, we do have 4 angry men. I think that they're the last team with 4 people up and active inside of the squad, so a lot of little remnants from other squads are around from him at the time as Nerf went for a little bit of a peek and got punished for it, but Godv actually gets down and flushed by Shoot.
A little bit over aggressive here from 4AM. They were really far apart from each other in a 2-2 split. The other members of 4AM were coming up, trying to finish off these fights on the northern end of the circle, but with Godv going down, this has kind of scared them a little bit, and now they're backing off. Forever landing a couple shots onto Shu here, and he's looking over to OP Gaming Rangers. He knows they're there. They landed that grenade earlier that almost took out Babo that we saw. Another crate coming down as ZG is moving up towards it. He knows Shu is up on that hill.
Cloud9 up to 10 kills, 4AM up to 7 right now. A lot of points for both of these teams, and I gotta say, that's Cloud9 and 17 both making their second reappearance into this top 5. They're starting to stack up some placement points as well as grenades starting to come out. Shu doesn't have too many places to hide, but somehow managing to dodge that first grenade, does not dodge the second one, and 17 gets eliminated. Look at all the grenades. That's 3 different angles that were coming after Shu. There was nowhere to go, buddy.
Poor Shu, yeah. Just 17 just got trapped between 3 different teams there.
Look for the reposition coming out of this. This could be really bad for Cloud9.
Yeah, absolutely. Cloud9, though, getting some nice shots. Couldn't quite connect with those. Can K-Mine, so Forever able to get back behind that tree. Now, I think the OP Gaming Rangers, they need to wait for this fight to start and rotate. In fact, DG98, right away, as soon as he heard those shots, he gets moving. He knows that to get safely into this circle, he has to wait for Cloud9 and 4AM to start fighting.
Oh, this is so dangerous. Grenade's going to roll back down the hillside. K-Mine takes a little bit of damage, but here comes ZG taken down as he makes that push. Look at Nerf trying to fight Captain on the other angle for this. K-Mine does go down onto it, so it's just Nerf holding this angle. Really, 4AM can get control over so much of the circle if they can get this. Nerf aware that he's probably going to have a couple of people pushing back behind him, but we've got the OP Rangers that are actually going to come up and assist, taking a couple of shots at 4AM. The aggression starting to backfire just a touch for him.
4AM using the smokes as distraction to kind of bait out those grenades.
Exactly. It's a huge mind game. They're just having everybody use their grenades down inside the smoke, and they're not even anywhere near it. So ZG looking back over towards OP Rangers, got the down onto one of them, but look at this. SR comes alive on another angle, trying to provide some assistance. Nerf gets the shots onto one of them, but gets taken down inside of the exchange. So with this, we've got HQ on the other side of this. Forever has taken a lot of damage. Captain is down at the time. ZG looking back on this other angle. So it is a 2v1. They can't really risk taking the time to try to get the res onto it, but look, 4AM, no fear in their eyes as they are just charging through, using smokes for cover back and forth, and look at the gun in his hands. If you want to end up in a close range battle, that is the way you want to go. That is just bullets for days, as now SR very aware the push is coming for him, trying to find out which angle he's got to peek from. He has to fight this so differently. He's got just the tree, and it's his only cover piece. 4AM can push from 2 different sides. There's nowhere for him to really go. He has to hit the shot. He has to take down one of them so that way he can protect the other angle. He just actually abandons the tree, decides to just run up and forward, and he gets taken down as 4AM gets themselves the round victory.
4AM with some great aggressive play that they're in. A really impressive 12-kill win for them. They split apart so early in that circle. I think it was like phase 7 or 8. They had this huge 2-2 split, and I'm thinking to myself, wow, will this actually work? And they made it work because they timed their aggression correctly. They were able to push up and completely cut off those teams in the north.
就是问这个战队就是吃到这盘鸡的感觉是怎么样子的？
非常不错吧，因为就是赛事那个比赛刚开始嘛，然后能吃到一把鸡的话，接下来比赛压力会小很多。
就是其实开端的话，这局不是特别的顺嘛，然后但是你们怎么做出的这个改变，然后最后吃到了这个鸡？
因为我们对这个圈型非常的了解嘛，然后大概会知道圈内的人的分布是什么样的情况，然后当3圈往右上角切的时候，我们就直接去了圈人最少的地方，然后并且站住了那里，然后就之后就会打得很轻松。
就是怎么做出的那个转变？你在那个时刻是怎么想的？然后怎么有做出了这样的一个决定的？
那个时候我们在上一个圈的时候就已经想好了，下一个圈型是这样子的话，我们就怎么样去做，每个圈型我们都想好了，所以就是当圈一缩的时候，我们就立刻去做了。
Now this puts on the red alert. Will they go for the res? He can't res him because he has to approach the stairs. If he does so, there's no way for him really to help his comrade out here. He sits in the bottom. He'll hold this point as a turret. Will he back off or will he keep defending this one?
Forever knows he's going to be in trouble. If you are Liquid, you're considering the push. Is this the right jump-off point? Do we need this? Is this the territory we need to take? How can we work it out? Ibby, you know he's aggressive. He's going to do this. He wants to find Forever in a good position, and Forever just got tagged up. Ibby moves forward. A nade sets the way. He knows that's clear. I can move up this side. But where's the support? Where's his backup? There's the spot. Forever's in trouble. But did Ibby go too far? No, he's in a good spot now. He's going to get tagged up. He knows there's now danger coming in from the hillside. He confirms on Forever. The nades come through, but Jemty's keeping him safe. But how safe is he? Not so much with Godv on the hillside. And Jemty gets the tag. It's a real battle here. We're again seeing a top 5 fight going down.
Grenade comes through though. 2 players down now. This is all crumbling to pieces. They did have the a 2-man advantage even. They took the Harry Potter tower, but I tell you what, I don't think they expected this aggressive response. I don't know how much more they can really take here because they're fighting an uphill battle.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see what Jemty can do. He's got a really nice angle, but Godv has just got sick aim. This guy is so good. Just takes out Jemty like he's nothing. Samty's in the back line's completely irrelevant to everything that's just happened, and they're going to get the revive. A different drop from Liquid. Normally they're further up. They're slightly further north. I don't know if they've just misdropped or if they're trying to be more aggressive. More aggression. Samty, Jemty. Everyone is on the move. Samty,
He's hiding.
He just got pistol whipped. Shox just absolutely shoved that down his throat. Liquid are down to 2. What an absolute disaster to begin with for Liquid. They went for the aggression and they just got absolutely dumpstered.
17 could be in trouble here because there's 2 teams, Rangers and
Here we
AFF,
go, it's go time.
holding him a good point.
Here, let's explain how this goes. AFF hold the south to the north, it's the Rangers. 17 gaming in between and where you're going to go. So far, it's the Rangers and the fire is landing, but not too cleanly. They need one more on this. And that's going to work out quite well. The nades, though, coming in. That's from Lambu, that's AFF. Holding the further back lines. So even if 17 Gaming make it past 1, they still got more to go through. They are fighting with everything they have, though. Purdy's running with nades. Purdy is running with nades again. Purdy forces Fong out. Where's the players watching this? Purdy's found Miss You in the meantime. This guy, you wind him up, you set him free, but now here comes the third party coming in. This is 4AM from afar. That's up in the north. That's not even close. Fong, what are you up to? That is just insanity to go for that smoke. I know it helps, but you were taken down to a slither of health. And now SDK have lost out on a couple of their players. 4AM are terrifying me. They are so far out of this. But with those scopes, a 6 time on the SKS, it's bouncing that 7.6 right into them. And we're seeing MP5 now mopping up. Leo's coming into the fight, and he's the player we were scared of.
That's a Sanders Mac 14 for yourself.
Is there any covers for 17 Gaming?
Apart from the tree line.
We've got like a little bit of the tree line left, right?
I mean, the whole thing's a tree line over there. It's a bit of a mess, but it works and it does the job.
4AM again with those vehicles will be repositioning the back lines. Is 17. They have to come out. There's nothing they can do here. And the grenades, they're already being lobbed up.
Oof, shocks. Still alive though. Circle will begin moving right about now. Gonna force him forward. Adam's making his way forward. He's in the back line to keep that in mind. He's gonna put down his own smokes. He has a couple of players to keep at bay as well. He's got the rest of 4AM, whereas 17 Gaming backs to the blue, creeping forward, prone down, desperately trying to just make it closer and closer. Hopefully banking that Adam goes down first, which he might do. Look at this very deep flank coming out from one of the 4AM players. GG is out on his own going down on that western side, trying to ensure no snakes get through that grass.
Yeah, they're taking a full split here across the circle.
Adam spotted.
They've left Captain at the back to maybe be someone to lead some sort of direction here. Okay, don't get me wrong, everyone has to approach 4AM now, but 4AM are very spread.
Shocks is in danger. Yeah, he's gone down. That was that deep flank I was talking about on the western side. They pushed all the way forward. This is aggression on final circles, and I love it. Nade comes in, too short. Adam holds his breath, stays alive. Shocks confirmed down. Shao now falls. It's Godv doing the damage. Where's that remaining player still in the smoke? He's trying to stay alive. Monkey King is just going to play that edge of the smoke as best he can, but I'm pretty sure he's in the blue. 4 bullets is all Godv's got in this gun right now. Maybe missing the reload, maybe forgetting a flashbang. Oh, he gets the tag as well. This is big. They know where he is, and somehow Adam is still alive. STK have pushed themselves to second position, but look at 4AM. That is deadly, pushing their way forward. They don't even look like they broke a sweat. They knew they were in the perfect position. They played that so well. 17 Gaming had no chance.
Godv's only got 2 more bullets left in this gun. He might try to make one of them connect here, but it looks like the 2 members of ENCE here, Squeaky and Mikaz, are going to be relatively okay. Yep, Squeaky's inside the house. Mikaz has got a grenade in his hand, but Godv's only got 2 bullets in here, so this is probably pretty safe here.
They don't know that, though, so they're going to try to avoid every single window that they can. Looks like they might be prepping the motorcycle, or are they just kind of resetting it? You can tell one of these things happens. Either they're just kind of repositioning so that way if they need to make the great getaway, they're set and ready to go, or yeah, that's just all they were doing. They're just turning around, poking it back over towards the doors. Nothing too crazy. Nice shot coming out for Forever. Gets it down onto Mikas. Is this going to be the go signal? And looks like it. They're firmly aware that there are only 2 people there. So here comes the crashes. Look at this. Godv just runs right down, and Squeaky's like, nah, bro, you're on your own now. I don't want to have anything to do with this. And nice shots come down. Can Squeaky even make it away? Reloads are going to come through, and you can see the follow-up shots are not quite connecting. I think he's going to make it up over the hill and does manage to make it to safety, but Mikas, sorry, bro.
Pretty much what you would expect out of the Chinese team, 4AM. They like to be aggressive. They got that early knock. They had all 4 members right in position, ready to pounce onto that. So well done by 4AM to pick up the first kill and first point here of the last round of the day.
That's the way it works. We're up here doing like a happy dance. You guys don't even see, but Trifley gets some nice shots back over towards NN as he's just going to get flushed out there. Easy peasy pick up on points for them. But we've got it looks like Rustamar was also looking back on another angle. Lambu's right on top of Grenade, going to go down as well. This is not good for a Freak of Freaks Fatal as they are just getting dismantled on their approach. They've got 4AM down on the other side of this, taking a couple of shots as well, and that is so many people going out. I think there is only just 1 member. I think Style is the last guy alive and just driving, trying to get away from any gunshot. For a flank position off to the side of this, we've got 17 and 4AM right up on top of each other, just a rock separating. Grenades are just going a little bit wide. As you can see, Monkey King right up on top of this. Gonna spray back down on the angle, gets the 1. You can see his teammate funks back around, but it's gonna be on the other side of this. So Godv now under a little bit of pressure, the last member alive. He did get a couple of downs off of this, just trying to go for the flush. Very aware that the push could be coming, but how is Shots gonna play this? Is he gonna go for the push as well? Godv, the last guy standing, he can spot it, and look at that! Godv gets the shots and should be able to get the red.
Godv with an incredible play here on the low ground, defending against 17. He should be able to get at least 1 member, if not both.
4AM, I believe, heard these shots. Looks like they might choose to go aggressive. Surprise, surprise, 4AM deciding to play aggressive. Never would have heard that one before, but with this, that's just going to allow Armory Gaming that's down to the south. They're just going to let this fight out, and they don't really have to worry about it. Circle even shifts back down towards Armory Gaming. We might be seeing another AG victory.
I mean, Hulk, the star player for VSG during PKL this year. 5 kills already here, hanging on by a thread this entire round. It's been kind of the story of the day for VSG. They have just been finding ways to get into this late game with a couple members left. 4AM had to back off a little bit. Godv took quite a bit of damage. And look at this. Once again, our tie team, Armory Gaming, has 4 members left. BB with 1, 4AM with 3, and VSG with 2.
BB getting a little bit of karma. Remember we saw they had somebody hanging out right in those same shacks over there. Now one man just sitting back over there as AG is just taking a couple of pot shots back over to him. So VSG also looking back over towards 4AM, so they have to be very cautious on how they make their approach.
Yeah, 4AM here still trying to put some shots onto VSG. Nothing quite landing there. They know where they are, but they're not able to quite get those shots through the grass there. Forever starting to inch his way a little bit more towards the middle, trying to find an angle on them. There's such a steep hill here in between them and AG that he's kind of able to a little bit safely do this, but General has moved up to this tree.
ZGG really wants to make the push back over there, but he knows that could just turn out so terrible, as now a little bit of a fight is happening between BB on one side of it, and they've got Godv on the other side. Seto's just taking some damage, and there we go, finally eliminated. AG has a little bit more control of the circle, but look at that, Godv does get the shot back over towards General as well. Godv now going for a strong uphill position on them. Duckmans could be a little bit vulnerable, as now we also have VSG pushing around the outside of this. This could put AG in a sandwich position, so has to be extremely cautious. Here we go, the grenade is getting cooked. This is kind of hard to hit as it could roll back down that hillside. Yeah, that's a very steep angle back behind it. So now we do have damage slowly creeping up that hill. He knows exactly where Godv is at. Got Hulk on the other side of it, and look at that, that's gonna be Duckman's going down. VSG just walking right back up to the vulnerable Frank on the side of AG, so has to be very, very cautious. Godv gets the angle back down on the other side of this. We saw AG, they had the numbers, but they are just getting destroyed on two different angles.
Godv, the absolute hero here for 4AM in the last game, trying to make it a good finish for them going into this. Hulk getting us some damage, Juanita taking some damage as well, but they do get Hanboya 10 kills here for VSG, and they are into the last two against 4AM.
Here we go. 4AM has a strong position. They've got the grenades starting to rain down next to Juanita. Hulk pops up and just gets instantly dropped, and Juanita goes down as well. So that is going to be a great kill coming out from 4AM, getting themselves 11 kills, all things considered.
What a huge moment there when Godv was able to clutch that fight against 17 and get the last two members of his team up. That proved to be the pivotal point in the match for them.
I mean, gosh, 4AM, these guys just are not afraid of anything. Godv coming up with 6 kills, Forever back behind that with 4. We got ZG with 1, and Captain not coming out with anything that time around, but VSG, Hulk, 7 kills. Great performance from him.
Think about the round that was for them. They got into a fight with Crusaders. It looked good, but it fell apart very quickly. They're stuck out in the blue, having to use a ton of utility. They managed to somehow make it back into the circle and find a second place with 10 kills, 7 kills for Hulk.
Okay, this is our current standings, and as you can see at the moment, Africa Freaks have done plenty of work up towards the top there with 97 points. Let me start this with which teams have completed their 2 days here.